Good. So continuing with the 2026 Benco test 6, we jump down to section 2. Section 2 now states what number comes midway between 0.5 and 80%. So we have a decimal, we have a percentage. So what I'll do, I'll change both into a decimal. So we have 0.5 already. Now 80% as a decimal would be 80 divided by 100. And we know when we divide by 100, we move the decimal point 2 places to the left hand side. So that will give us 0.8. If something is midway, it is halfway between the two, right? So looking at this here now, we know first we calculate the total for both. So we have 0.8 add 0.5, which will give us 1.3. To find out the midway value, it will be the 1.3 divided by 2, which will give us 0.65, or if you did it as a percentage, 65%. So you got 1 mark for calculating the total, 1 mark for calculating the answer. Number 22, shown below is a list of fractions. Find the difference between the largest fraction and the smallest fraction. So first we need to find out the largest and smallest fractions. We realize that the denominators are different for all fractions. However, we realize that they are multiples of the other. So all we need to do is to make the fractions have the same multiple. Alright. So we know we could use 15 here. Alright, so we want to change all to 15. So 4/5, we want to have a denominator of 15, so we multiply by 3, multiply by 3. Whatever we do in the denominator, we do in the numerator. So 5 by 3 is 15, 4 by 3 is 12, so we get 12 15s. Then we have 1/3 to change the denominator to 15 and multiply by 5, so we multiply the numerator by 5. So 1 by 5 is 5, 3 by 5 is 15. Then we have 13 over 15. Then we have the 2/5. 2/5, we want to change the denominator for 15 and multiply by 3. 3 by 2 is 6, 5 by 3 is 15. So from here now we look at the denominators and we realize all the denominators are the same. So to find out which fraction is the largest, we look to see which fraction has the largest numerator, and we realize that it is 13 15ths. So we have 13 15ths as the largest, and now we look for the smallest fraction, the one with the smallest numerator, which is 5 15ths, which is the same as 1/3. Now wanted to calculate the difference, so you take away 5 15ths, and that will leave us with 8 15ths. Alright, so the difference between the two is 8 15ths. You get 1 mark for getting the common denominator and identifying the largest and the smallest fractions, and you get 1 mark for finding the difference. Number 23, shown below are 3 trays with donuts. Paula used the exact trays with the same number of donuts to bake 378 donuts. How many of each tray did she use? So we need to find out the total per tray. So the total per tray would be 9 plus 3 plus 6, which will give us 18. And then they said she baked, she baked 370 donuts. So to calculate the number of trays, it will be the total, which is 378, divided by the number of donuts in one set of trays, which is 18, and that will give us 21. So you're using 21 of these 21 of these, and 21 of these. Alright. 1 mark each. Number 24, Sachin has 104 eggs. Taylor has 3. 8's the number of eggs Sachin has. Sachin, how many eggs do they have altogether? First, we need to find out for Taylor. Taylor is 3/8 down, so it's 3/8 of 104. And that will leave us with 39. Now to calculate the total, we need to add. So 104 add 39, which is equal to 143. 1 mark, 1 mark. Number 25, solve the missing number in the equation. So that means when you add up all these here, we need to get 13. So first, let's get the sum of the known values. So we have 3 and 3/8. Add 5 and 1/2. And when we add fractions, we know we could add the whole number and then add the fractions. So that will be giving us 8 and 7/8. From here now, we know when you add these numbers together and you have together, you get 13. So to find out what the missing number is, it will be the total, take away the sum of the given numbers, which is 8 and 7/8. Alright, so what we could do here, we could take 1 from the 13, that will leave us with 12, and form a fraction, which is 8 over 8. Take away 8 and 7/8. 12 take away 8 is 4, 8 take away 7 is 1. So we have 4 and 1/8. Three marks. So here we got 1/2. Alright, a red bus stops at a station every 15 minutes and a blue bus stops every 20 minutes. They both stopped together at 7 a.m. David wanted to see both buses when they stopped together at the next time. David arrived at the bus stop at 8:25 a.m. Did he make it in time to see both buses together? Explain your answer. So we need to find the common time for 15 and 20. So I'll use the LCM method. So 15, 20, divided by 5, divided by 2, divided by 3, divided by 2. So the common multiple here be 5 by 3. 5 by 2 is 10 and 10 by 3 is 30 times 2 is 60. So next 60 minutes. We know 60 minutes is the same as 1 hour. So if the last time it was 7 a.m. and is the next 1 hour, so 7 a.m. plus 1 hour is equal to 8 a.m. But he arrived at 8:25. So the question wants us to know now if he made it in time. Alright, so no. David missed both buses because he arrived 25 minutes late. Alright, so I got 1 mark by 2 marks. Number 27, buy 2 get the third half price. So the cost per t-shirt is $150. Alright, the Sizzle Gazelle purchased 2 t-shirts for her brother, 1 for her dad and 3 for her cousin. How much will she have to pay for all the t-shirts. So we know is for every 3 t-shirts they getting 1 half price. So first we calculating the total t-shirts we purchase. So that's 2 plus 1 plus 3, which is equal to 6. From here now, I want to calculate how much is half price. So that'll be the 150 divided by 2, which is equal to $75. So we know every 2 t-shirts she paying $75 for. Alright. Now from the total here, we want to find out the number of t-shirts she paying half price for. So that will be from the total, which is 6. You divide by 3 and you'll get 2. So out of the 6, 2 she getting half price. So now we want to, therefore we know that the regular t-shirts will be 6 take away 2, which is 4. So she paying 4 regular price and 2 half price. So to calculate the total, it would be 2 by $75, add 4 by $150, and that should give you a total of 150, $750. Three marks, 1, 2, 3. Number 28, sorry. Greg has 8 bags, each containing 5 marbles. Arnold has 36 marbles fewer than Greg. Greg and Arnold placed all their marbles in bags, each holding 1 dozen. How many bags of marbles were obtained? So first we need to calculate the total number of marbles Greg has. And to do this, we take the quantity in 1 and multiply by the many, which is 8. So 54 multiplied by 8, and that will give us 432. We said Arnold has 36 marbles fewer, so we calculate for Arnold. If it is fewer, we need to subtract, and that will leave us with 396. From here now, they said to place their marbles in bags, each holding. So good. So we need to calculate the total together, right? So that is 432 add 396, and that will give us a total of 828. From this total now, they put them in dozens. Dozen is 12. So to calculate the number of bags, it would be 828 divided by 12, and that should give you 69. Number 29, Andrew received a loan for $9,000 from a bank at a rate of 5% for 24 months. How much will he have to pay at the end of 24 months? So first we need to calculate the simple interest. When simple interest is given in months, we use the formula principal by rate by time all over 100 multiplied by 12. So that's 9,000 by 5% by 24 all over 100 multiplied by 12. Working out this here now, we get $900 in the simple interest. To calculate the total to repay, it will be the principal add the simple interest, which is 9,000 add the 900 which will give us 9,900. Number